Hello lovely crafty people, I'm Debs. Welcome back to my channel, Rain Read Stuff. No, that's the wrong channel, that's my book channel, The Creative Book Shack. The Creative Book Shack is this channel. Yes, I'm not confused at all. I'm going to do Frame Your Collage. Frame Your Collage is hosted by Nancy at Nancy Piter. Today's prompt is Bring me something French. I have gathered some French things. I have a map. This is northeastern France because we have Belgium and Luxembourg there. I have an index page from a French phrase book. I have a page from a French history book. I have a postcard. I love these. I've got a set of these. These are paintings of Paris by an artist called Edouard Court, who is painting around 1900. I have another postcard that appears to be a large reproduction of a letter. I've got the Arc de Triomphe. I've got the Eiffel Tower. I've got Kirsten Dunst, who isn't French at all, but she's dressed as Marie Antoinette. Another postcard, a sticker stamp. I've got all these bits, but I think today's episode is going to be Frame Your Collage flying by the seat of your pants, because I really don't know what I'm going to do. I did have a frame. It wasn't that size. It was quite small. I've decided I don't like it. And so I'm going to start without one and maybe just draw one on. I don't know. Let's see how we go. I really like this postcard. I don't necessarily want it straight though. Maybe if we put it there and we remove Belgium, Luxembourg and a bit of Germany, we can stick that underneath. Could we actually have postcard on postcard? I suppose we could take that bit off the top, couldn't we? Or you could remove that bit there and just have... Oh, I did that badly. Let's start. Let's start with that at the top. Where's my... Oh, my glue page is underneath. Like I say, this is really... We're in make it up as you go along stage. So, I should really, I think, have scanned the postcards and printed them off, because postcard on postcard is actually going to be quite thick. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put that. I'm going to tip that way. Am I? Is that what I'm going to do? I actually don't like it that way. I like it that way. So yes, I think I'm going to stick that way. We'll worry about this corner in a second. And I'm going to put that underneath. I'm going to put that there. So let's put some glue on this. I'm not going to ink these bits because although I'm a big fan of inking, I don't like it that much on collage. Let's stick you down there. Now I've actually put it too high. Do you mind losing a bit? Actually, it's probably better to lose a bit of the top, isn't it? Where's the cutter? Let's take a bit of that tree off. I still don't like it that way. But equally, can you see that? Oh, no, you can't. You can't see what I'm doing. I don't like that full stop at the end there either. So that, I think, is going to go there. Right. I don't want that. I don't particularly want any of these white bits. How is everyone? I hope you're all well. It's a lovely sunny day here. I've learnt my lesson. I didn't mention washing, I just did it. And consequently, it didn't rain on it. It's always a bonus, isn't it? Take that off there. There we go, yeah. I'm going to put that there, I think. So let's glue this. I used to live in France. We lived in France for a little while. Took the kids out of school. I was homeschooling my youngest at the time, but we took the eldest out of school as well, and disappeared off to France for a while. It was a long time ago. They were 9 and 11. We spent a lot of time in Brittany. And then my dad phoned me one day. He'd been out to visit. He and my mum had been out to visit. And he called me and he said, "You have to come home now. The world's about to end." And 9/11 had happened. And we decided not to come home. Instead, we relocated to Paris for a while, where we swapped living in a tent in a field in Brittany for living in a caravan near the Seine, in one of the outer arrondissements of Paris. I remember arriving and seeing all the flowers outside the embassy, the American embassy in Paris. I'm going to stick some of that under there as well. And there were armed police everywhere. Obviously, the world had gone on high alert. I love France. I love Paris, but it's hugely expensive. It's not somewhere you can spend a huge amount of time in unless you, well, I suppose like most capital cities, unless you are prepared to pay. I'm going to have to put some wet glue under that now because I've bent the postcard. But even as a kid, I spent a fair amount of time in France. Only then it was near the Alps. At one point, my dad was thinking about relocating there. There's my book page. Let's have some of this. We didn't in the end because, oh, I've got two lots and I've just torn the, oh well, it wasn't a very interesting picture anyway. I have a sister, but I also have two brothers, and both of my brothers have Down syndrome. And my parents thought it was going to be too difficult for them to live in a country where they didn't speak our language, particularly as one of them has limited communication skills. Sort of want that to go over the top of there, but I don't want it to hit her. And then I'm going to end up with a gap. So that's not a problem because we can cover the gap with something else. So let's, so yes, we didn't move to France in the end when I was a child, which I was very disappointed about because I would have loved to have gone. And where we were planning to go was near the Swiss border in the Alps region, and it's just such a lovely place. I need some more words. I'm going to have some more words. Shall we put those words there? Shall we put those words sideways? Yes, let's put those words sideways. And when I lived in the south of England, which I did until 7 years ago, it was easy enough just to get the ferry over to France. And we did that frequently. My friends and I used to hop on the ferry for a day trip to France, and we used to call it our chomping trips because it was half eating and half shopping. It really is just a lovely place. I love France. I quite like that sticker. I know I haven't finished the background yet, but I quite like that. I am going to put it there where you can see it. Shall we have a postcard? No. Let's put you there. And we shall tuck the Arc de Triomphe there. Underneath that, like that. Marie Antoinette. Shall we put you down there? These are from a set of postcards that I picked up in a charity shop for, I think I paid £5 for them. And I picked them up about 3 years ago. And they're postcards that are published by Penguin Books. And they are front covers of Vogue magazines going back to when it first started. They are beautiful. So Kirsten Dunst was featured on Vogue magazine, dressed as Marie Antoinette. Now what shall we do? Let's take that and put that there. But these magazine covers, there's 100 of them. There's 100 of them in a box. And they are beautiful. I love them. I love them so much that I've had them for 3 years, and so far this is the second one that I have cut up. Now, I like the idea of you up there, but I'm not enjoying the white bit that I have forgotten to cut out. So it was the nicest thing, living in Paris for a little while, and it was only a little while. But like I said, we were staying in this caravan, which was fine. I mean, we'd been living in a tent before that. But it was right by the Seine, and you don't actually realise what a busy working river the Seine is until you're trying to sleep next to it, and you've got barges and goods going backwards and forwards, and it really is a busy place. I don't know. No. I think you're going to have to go there. Yeah. You can go there. We will have... I've lost it. It's gone. Wonder what I did. Oh, is that it? Right, this one I'm actually going to put some glue down because these stickers are usually not sticky. So we'll put you down there like that. This is a real mishmash. But actually, once in a while, what's wrong with a mishmash? That is going to go down there. We will have this nice stamp of the Sacré-Cœur. It's one of my favourite parts of Paris, the region around Montmartre. You can go up there like that. Do I want any more postcard depth here? Should we tie that off at the bottom with the... Yeah, let's do that. Cutting board. Let's take it just... there. Yeah, we'll have you at the bottom. Yeah, a bit further out that way so it doesn't line up directly with that. Do I like that? I'm not blown away by it, but I quite like it. Do I want to put anything else on it? Only a frame. I think what I'm going to do is use this Pilot marker and I'm just going to frame it. I do sort of want something there. Should we stick you there just to cover up that hole? Yes, I think we should. Or, no, that's postcard. It's going to be too thick. There we go. It's definitely a mishmash. Right. Let us just draw a border in. Okay, that's a frame. In fact, let's make it a little bit longer. Go up to there, down to there. Yes, in fact, let's just get a longer ruler. And then I wish to go... Oh, no, not go over the top. Like, that didn't work. I've just done it on the ruler instead. You'll do. This is how not to frame your collage. Right. Let's try this again. Put it in the right place. Yeah. Then we're going to go across there. And we're going to go across there, and then I'm just going to clean that off a bit. And then I'm going to go, it needs to go up a bit. That's the wrong way because I can't see what I'm doing, can I? Across there. Across there. I've missed that bit. And I've missed that bit. But I don't think it matters that much. I'm going to come down there. And up there. And I think I am going to call that done. It is a mishmash, but I do quite like it. Find myself a pen and write bring me something French. And I think today is the 22nd April 2026. So there you go. Frame your collage, bring me something French, and this is what I'm bringing you. I hope you like it. Thank you very much for popping by, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye for now.